Okay, so Derek back, trying something a little bit different. I have a Nerf or N-Strike Elite camera mount on top of a Demolisher. The same Demolisher that I took the underneath launcher off and turned into a Smallisher. So I'm going to be showing off a blaster I would like to use in a future Humans vs. Zombies or PvP match that I may modify at one point. But let's be honest, I know very little when it comes to flywheel and electric blasters. I've even been suggested to me by my engineering brother. He went to Georgia Tech, and he said, Derek, you probably want to go to Radio Shack and buy like a $20 kit and just practice to get started. And just work on wire, solder some stuff, and get used to it. So until I learn what the hell I'm doing, I do what I've always done all the way back to my sports writing and journalism days. I go to people who are actually good at it, and I ask them. So what you're going to see me show off today are a Stryfe. It is called the Edge 2. It's an Edge 2 modding, or just for what's being done to it, from the 3D printed trigger release, 3D printed battery cover over the LiPo battery, and you can see here Nick DiRocco, who is with UF Gainesville Humans vs. Zombies. He'll show you here, that's his 16th Stryfe he's modified. Rejolt is an old character from an online video game, so I tend to go by that from time to time for my nickname. And you'll see Rejolt on here for another nickname, the same one, along with, there's only the second Rayven he's done. And this Rayven was bought just for, honestly, a shell. Everything inside it had probably been left in a yard, soaking in water. And the fact that it sounds like this after some work is just freaking awesome. Now, I'm never going to talk to you about anything with these that like I know what I'm talking about, because I don't. I know vague remnants of things I've heard from people who are just smarter than me. So, let me get this turned on. So I'm going to be turning on the chronometer to show you off this stuff. Now, I'm going to be firing the Demolisher, which should shoot, if I take my time, let the flywheels rev up, it should shoot around 80 feet per second. It may be high 70s. Normally shoots in the 60s. 2 ultrafires, 2 dummy batteries. If you can do the math, it goes from 6 volts for the 4 AA's you're supposed to have in it to maybe somewhere in the 7s or 7.5 volts. So first shot. So we see 42 because I didn't rev it up all the way. So this time I'll rev it up. 63. Gotta wonder, maybe I have regular batteries in here. So you saw the error there, but it's shooting in the 60s. Now something's telling me I may have left the regular batteries in there, so now I feel like an idiot. But as I reset the chronometer, I got an error message. I'm getting a lot of those. May not have good enough light in here. So I am now going to show you. God, it sounds like I'm turning on an aircraft carrier when I try to shoot this thing. Okay, so I'm going to gangster side shoot this so I can get this into the camera so you can see. I don't know if I can get the readout at the same time. There's a bad reflection here when I try to shoot it. All right about there. And I keep getting error messages. So, nothing like being a noob on camera. So, while I let that reset, it takes a couple of seconds for it to come back up. I'll have to try and hold the camera while I do this. Let me get that a little lower. Maybe that'll work. So, first of all, you notice how loud it is. And one of the reasons I like Springer is quieter, and if I screw up when I'm modding, I'm not going to like burn my hands. Maybe I'll get frustrated with trying to get it all together. But, okay, first shot, it wasn't even fully revved up. Now, this gun, the way it's set up, I was told by Nick, you're ready to go the moment you hit that rev trigger. It's going to be pretty powerful. It may be in the 80s. First shot, 113. Next shot, 111. Quick shot, 107. And of course it goes to the error message again. Yeah, I need better light in here. So as you can see, lots of juice, pretty strong. If I can get that back up, I'll try to fire as many as I can right in a row. Okay, now time for now this thing was dumped in something, let's just be polite, and I just put primer on it. I'll probably detail it later. The nickname I'm trying to think for the two, because it was kind of a monster of a cleaning project to get it looking even this good. Maybe Frankenstein and Einstein, and maybe just call them the Steins and call it Frank and Ein. That might work, but I'm still trying to work it out. All right, so here we go. I'm going to fire, I guess we'll call it Frank for now. Okay, that's at 68, and yeah, so my chronometer hates me right now. So I'm not going to go too much about it. But you can hear how strong this is and how quick it goes to it. I'm really excited to show off some stuff in the future. And what's great about this is my Elite Alpha Trooper would not let me put the camera mount on top of the gun. Let me reset this, maybe I'll get a good shot later. I could always try taking this from the bottom. I was trying to get a better look at the reading by having it higher. Maybe that's causing the problems. And I'll get that set back up. Okay, so trying to carry one gun as a camera and the other one. All right, so we'll try this again. But I can't wait to show some videos with this on top. You can see there's a good rail. My Elite Alpha Trooper didn't have it. And when I tried to carry two of these at once, it was hard to have a camera on top of it, or I could be, join this century and get a GoPro. But that's for a future day. So for right now, I'll be shooting into the chronometer again. 102, and I get an error message. This is awesome. All right, so it said 102 for a moment. I was told that the flywheels almost look bleached on this, according to Nick, and that there's some other weirdness. But the fact that with a little bit of effort, and I think it said something like $25 to $30 in work, that essentially a $20 shell became this awesome gun. And when you look at the Hyperfire that's coming out from Nerf, and you're looking at maybe a $50, maybe even a $70 price tag, just because it's a bullet hose, and with a little bit of work, guys can do this. I hope to aspire to be able to make guns as quickly and well as Nick did, probably over the summer to maybe all the way to Christmas. Because I'll be honest, I can show you the yard. Go out the door here. And as I walk out here and wave to the neighbors, you see here, I'm going to be setting up some kind of field, or at least pop tents, that you'll be able to actually see me set up games for people to come over. I even have the backyard where, after seeing the Thunderdome, yeah, get around here. So after seeing the Thunderdome from a Lord Drac video, I am now interested in putting up several wooden, pegs and possible, overhangs. Now, that does mean I'd have to trim back this beautiful old tree, which I don't know how much I want to do of that. But if I cut into the wood some, I could actually have some HvZ or some kind of jungle warfare kind of things. As long as it's limited and people won't get hurt. You can see it's kind of really in disrepair. I haven't had to repair it since I had a couple Rottweilers back here. But maybe a tower, maybe a couple of things you can see. But I want to start possibly creating a Thunderdome style environment in my backyard with the ability to put pop tents in the front yard to extend it when I need to. I'm just gonna have to convince the homeowners association. So, electric blasters aside, I no longer have to put so much energy into learning how to mod them unless I just want to try something for an integration in the future. But it's great to have, folks that can help you and back you up, and, commission to do things when sometimes you just got to admit your limits, like I have. And maybe it's better just to start working on the Thunderdome and maybe start getting people over to have some real fun with these guns. It doesn't make them all have a lot of sense to have as much stuff as I do if you're not going to have people over and let them, have fun with them. That's it. You get to see the new toys. You get to see me screw up with a chronometer, and hey, all learning process. All right, thanks guys.